I know what you mean. Like, Alexa, I think Alexa's main problem is exactly that. Like, until he didn't have a system, he was
Mm-hmm.
very kind of like hectic,
Yeah.
you know. Um,
Yeah. He is trying to catch everything what is there, like, and the problem is you
okay,
get
okay,
so
wait,
much.
wait, wait. Before you go
Uh-huh.
on, I know what you mean, but at the same time, I understand what he wants because
Mm-hmm.
sometimes it's kind of like imagine he does school, comes back from school. He doesn't necessarily come home at the ideal timing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So for him, it's actually important to have something that gives you a trade whenever, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Uh, so I understand what you mean, but at the same time, having a system or something like that that can work any time of the day,
Mm-hmm.
it's maybe the
It's
key
good.
that he needed, you know?
Exactly. No, no. Hey, he worked out his thing. I'm so proud of him.
Yeah.
It's just like he has the same problem as me. He doesn't wait till it's 100% happens. Any kind of rules.
But that's
He
not necessarily a
he.
problem.
No, it's
Depends
not.
on your
Like
rules, I guess.
exactly. But like if you say, for example, I should wait for that order block to be activated, or
Hmm.
like the market structure should change to, give me another good reason to short it or to long it. Sometimes when I sit with him here, we take honestly, we don't talk, but we take the same trade at the same time
Hmm.
without confirmation. And then we sit here and he's like, oh, I took the trade. And I'm like, I did it too. And he's like, oh shit, I didn't wait for the thing. And then it's gamble.
Yeah.
And that's what I have to avoid.
Yeah.
I don't
But
have to, and the thing. Mm,
I guess that's the kind of thing that just happens with time.
absolutely.
Like
Yeah.
getting at ease with taking a risky trade but sticking to it, like understanding
Hmm.
like okay, this is risky but at least I did something technical, so let me try to keep it that way and stay that way, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
It can still be good. About Bitcoin, um are you in any trade right now?
Yes.
Long or short?
Long at the moment. I got stopped out yesterday of my short by $5.
Okay.
But I took a lot of money out, but then,
Do
to
you
get the position.
remember like 2 or 3 days ago
Hmm.
we were, look at my stream, we were like up here and I was like, oh man, we can really go down. Remember that?
Yeah.
Because of
Yeah.
this gap. Keep in
Hmm.
mind that it's almost done.
Hmm.
Actually, wait. Yeah, it's like super, super close to being done.
Yeah, I think
Uh,
it's on 50, no, 6000 or 59 588 or something, like really weird, like really low.
and this prediction was so nice, and it's like
Hmm.
it's nice because it's not a gut feeling, it's not an opinion, it's nothing. It's just something that the chart is saying like, hey, we have this big fucking space here.
Uh-huh. Just a
Um,
second, just a second. Sorry, my son is asking me something. I'm
no
gonna be
problem.
back in a second. Just a
No
second.
problem. See you soon. So, with the gap almost done, because we checked, we got to that high volume node, right? Yes. Because the gap is almost done, now I would be interested in getting the recovery of this vector over here and maybe using this block. The problem being with that block is that we're gonna have liquidity from this gap. So I'm gonna mark both things. That is a 1 hour block, so maybe it's a 4 hour too. Let me see. Yeah, okay, that's a 4 hour block. Might as well mark that out. Uh, but at the same time, I think it would be, yeah, would probably not be a weird thing to do, to come to this line, kinda like so, and then continue for these equal lows. The monkey target. I've been talking about the monkey target for quite a while now. So that is a possibility. Hello, Charlie. Welcome. Hope you're good. Let me just see because I got a tag on Discord. Hori just posted a daily, a trade setup or a trade idea if you guys want to check it out. Let me see what he's looking at. Yeah, 5-minute block. It's a possibility. Definitely a possibility. Let me just send him an emoji. Okay. So this might happen. That would mean, let me see what's happening on the 1 minute right now. Even though going up right now is possible because it's an SFP, I'm a little bit afraid of these two guys over here. So I cannot reliably take a long trade from here because of these guys here, which are also vectors down at the bottom. So it might just continue down, take those out, maybe take this low again, and use one of the New York opening ranges TR pockets. Let me see where the lowest TR pocket lies. Okay, the last one is actually the low of the order block. Like a big stop loss trade can be taken now, expecting those equal lows to maybe be taken, and using all of this as a stop. It's an order block, high volume node, etc, etc. Let me get to here so that you guys can see the volume. So this is a big high volume node. This region over here is also a high volume node. So that is a possibility. Okay, yeah, that's a possibility. If this pushes up, I would be looking at targeting this. Those equal highs over there. That seems like a probable target for a long. Yeah, okay, it's coming for those equal lows right now. So maybe a reversal here can happen, but at least those equal lows should be taken, I guess. And the only thing that is maybe holding me back even further from a long is that we didn't really reach the bottom of this gap. The bottom of this gap is, actually, let me use this line. The bottom of this gap is over here. Oh, we did. Never mind. We just tapped it. Okay. Damn, that was pretty perfect. So we just tapped that, so now the possibility would be reaching these equal highs because it's also a gap. Reaching those highs, from there on, a take profit should be taken, at least 50%, I would say, because after that nothing is certain. It might just use that gaps area, this whole area, to reverse back down again. And I said this yesterday, and let me just remind you guys, there is a weekend CME gap to be filled. I know it's very, very low, and it's an extremely bearish idea, but it is there. So, you know, don't get your hopes up for big longs, because the gap is
Yes.
there.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna just put like a check mark here. Raj, don't do weird sounds, bro, please. I'm on YouTube.
You're on YouTube? Oh man.
Yes, sir.
Actually, I was doing office work and getting heart attack.
It's it's weird because I'm on YouTube and you're like, oh, I'm dying. Okay, let me just post this.
Yes, bro, it's very painful, honestly.
I imagine. Okay, that is posted. The short setup that I provided yesterday would have been an amazing trade for me to limit on, but I wasn't around. I was working, so didn't take that. But it was a sniper entry. Didn't even need not even like a third of the stop loss that I used, but whatever, or that I suggested actually. But it's going. Um, this long was actually the first to be touched over here, so at least you could have gotten out break even, I guess. Uh, if I'm not mistaken, the target was exactly what I expect to be those equal lows, exactly, which are these guys. These guys over here is where on the CME chart I have the monkey target. Uh, and my target is essentially this area, like the range itself. Okay. Let me also mark that out and just post this. I can delete those. These are no longer equal lows. Oops, copy image. Okay, let me just post this. Okay, so that is it for Bitcoin, to be honest, I guess. Let me see what it's doing now. Okay, I would be really surprised if those guys stay there. Oh wait, it's an SFP on CME. Kind of an SFP. So this might actually hold. Would be funny if it does. Kind of like this. Which is essentially that order block over there. Still bearish. Not the type of setup I would take. And even though it was an SFP here on CME, I cannot say that I'm confident about it. The low of the opening range wasn't taken as well. So Raj, it was Reliance Industries. The bank, what was the
Yes,
name?
HDFC Bank.
Can you write it down for me, please? I don't remember it anymore. But I'll look at
Sure.
Reliance first.
Yeah, Reliance Industries.
Okay, so yeah, that was a good long setup. Wait, did I actually predict like the perfect long? Was that it? Because this seems like too good to be true.
Hmm.
I posted this setup a while back. The target was taken, which perfection.
Reliance?
That's amazing.
But I don't think Reliance went there. I think it went to 3,050. Oh, in future it went there.
In futures, yeah.
Oh,
Always trust futures first. But this is also the RTH chart, so let me look at. Yeah, yeah, it did. That is interesting. So now, let me change to the daily.
man, yeah, it went there. Nice. It's nice.
So being bearish as it is, because holy shit, what is that candle, right? Being bearish as it is, I would expect it to come further down, take this low, probably June's
Huh?
low. It's kind of rare for price to just find support at a wick. Okay, it's just a rare occasion. Usually it takes it, fills the wick. So even though we did SFP this, generally when you do SFP a level, you target the opposing one. So if this level was taken here, then you target the opposing liquidity, which was this high over here. So we did that. Job's done for the SFP. The job of an SFP should always be to get the opposing liquidity, and it did that. But now we have to consider that we changed daily structure to the downside. And right now, this is a continuation break of structure as well. So this low is now a target. If that low is now a target, we have to look at order blocks. We have this one. When it took this low, it used this high as a support zone. So I'm not expecting that to hold anymore. It should come at least to this. And then it might use this high as a support. So all in all, this is the support area, which is basically like a weekly order block probably. Maybe a monthly order block, let's say. Yeah, it's a monthly order block. So obviously breaking this monthly order block is a very bad thing to happen.
Yeah, the country will break, bro.
We don't want to see that. But finding support here would be very nice. Because if it doesn't find support there, then we have equal lows over here, which is liquidity. Which is liquidity. So if this guy doesn't hold, we should take the equal lows. And if we take the equal lows, I would actually expect it to come here, which is, I know it's extremely bearish, but it is what it is. Now, in order to get profit from this situation, ideally we would want to find a trade from this gap. Which will be where we have this order block, which is a breaker block. So something like this is a possible trade to target at least this low, or in a doomsday scenario to target the monthly order block. Well, actually, that's not doomsday scenario, right? This is like very, very high time frame macro structure to continue bullish. Doomsday scenario would be to come to the equal lows or to this previous structural point, but that's really, really bearish, especially considering that I'm looking at the 4 hour. That is very bearish. But hey, it is what it is. It's what the chart is showing. So,
Like, it will start going there, then our Mota Bhai will call finance minister.
hey yo,
Save me,
hey yo, Prime Minister, what the fuck you doing, man? Get your shit
save
together,
me
bro.
from the mutual funds.
Get your shit together, yeah.
Yeah, why are not they buying?
The world is crashing. Wake up. So, let me check the other ones. HDFC. HDFC. Uh, damn. It, this is the part that I would like it to pump, not stop. Not continue. We're basically at when I last streamed for you. Um, I think this is on RTH, right? Exactly. Okay. I don't know why sometimes these things get out of place. It's so weird. Okay, there's a gap here and there's a gap there. Okay. Um. Oh wait, no, it's over there. Like so. Okay, so we took the gap. This was this order block, I think. So we took the gap, we took the order block. This would be where I would like to see it reverse. Or at most, like worst case scenario, do not get past this area, like this general area. If it goes past this area, that's a very bad sign.
Well, that can happen. The situations of banks are not really great, I think.
Okay. Well, the problem about that is like this is the highest volume node area of this whole consolidation. So if that consolidation fails, where I don't think this is a good support. When it does wicks like this is not a good support. So then, if it comes further down, it becomes more important to hold this high volume node. And the point of control, of course. But that point of control is on a wick, which is why I don't trust it. I usually don't trust wicks to serve as good supports. They usually get eaten up. So the ideal scenario would be for it to maybe range a day or two over here and then eventually change structure and continue going up. Because if that doesn't happen, if it doesn't consolidate here, like start accumulating here, it can even do something like this. Like if it even does something like this is great. This is awesome. But if it doesn't do that, bad sign. Very bad sign. It should come, if it doesn't do that, it should come here or to the range point of control, which is like 1570 on futures. I don't know about the stocks, the CFD stocks, but the number should be a little bit different.
10-20 rupees hardly.
I'm gonna write next to this line ideal bullish scenario.
I think this one is right with the one you drew with red lines. Yeah. I think this should happen. One more push downwards, kill all the people, and then pump.
Yeah.
Because 1 November is Diwali. You know Diwali?
No, sorry.
It's a big Indian festival, and it has been shown in history that uh, generally during Diwali weeks, our index have made new all-time highs.
Okay.
So
And
that's
when is it?
why it's on 1 November
Okay, that would be
after 3
nice.
weeks. So,
Yeah, that would be
so
nice.
that aligns exactly with what you drew. That just before Diwali it starts
I'm a
going up.
prophet. I'm a prophet.
But I well, this can really happen. If HDFC will go up and Reliance will go down, index will stay flat.
Yeah. Uh,
This can happen.
the nature of this area makes it logical for it to accumulate here. And this would be a power of 3 essentially. Like this is an impulsive move. It's starting to come to support. It might come down a little bit like this or something like that. Um, but the reason why I'm saying it should probably do this or something like this is just because when like the market, if you look at this market, I'm on the 4 hour. This is just a big range, but it's mostly a downtrend. It's mostly going down from these equal highs to and forward. It's mostly going down. Now,
Yeah.
I remember that one of the main reasons we were doing this is exactly because of this ginormous um, gap that we have here. This is like this is just incredibly
What?
big. Yeah, you didn't see
Oh,
this? You didn't see this?
actually, this is split. The stock, everybody got a double number of shares of
Mm-hmm.
what they have, and the price became half. Actually,
Oh.
this is done because in India you can't buy half share or one-fourth share. So if a share starts going up too much,
Mm-hmm.
then the retail participation starts getting reduced because it's quite expensive.
Yes.
People don't want to pay 3,000 rupees. They are happy with 1,300. So they just simply split in some ratio.
Ah,
Number of shares are increased in the same ratio.
that makes sense.
Wait. Are you showing me COVID crash? Is it
Um,
2020 by the way?
it
No, COVID
starts
crash is
on
oh, It's different. Yeah, it's a split. It
September
happens.
19. It created the gap from September 19,
Yes.
uh,
But it's split.
18 to
It's not
19.
a drop. Yeah, I got
2000,
it. It is. Yes,
2019.
yes, yes. It is for sure a split. It is not a drop.
Hmm.
It happens in many stocks in India regularly.
Okay, but do they usually get recovered?
Uh,
You don't know.
this is not a loss actually. The you got double number of shares. Suppose the 1,000 rupees share have come down to 500 after the split, then the number of shares in your accounts are also doubled.
Hmm.
Like for example, this is a stock MRF. This stock never had any split. See how expensive it is.
Yeah.
1,37,000.
This is what Bitcoin fanatics want. That's what they wish for.
Actually, it's uh, if a corporate guy in India who earns very well is spending all his monthly income, then he will be able to buy one share of MRF.
Yeah, makes
It's so
sense.
expensive. Yeah, tell me about Tata Motors. I'm highly interested in Tata Motors.
I don't see a good future for Tata Motors.
Huh?
Uh, the
What?
problem, the current problem about the Tata chart is
Yeah.
big wick. It should
Yeah, this
come.
is the election week.
It should come for the wick, and this wick in particular already used this as support, and I have this. It's not like a hard rule, but for example, I do that for trading, well, anything really. When an order block is already used successfully, I just disregard it, meaning that if it comes back to it, I expect the order block to get taken. So I would expect it to go below this region, this rectangle, which would mean, let me see, do we have gaps before that? Loading. Still loading. Okay. Um, it's all very small gaps. So I think I might just use this. I'm gonna guess this is probably like a monthly order block or a weekly or something like that. Exactly. This is a weekly order block. I would look for it to come to that. Let's see the volume profile of the expansion. Ooh, it's actually not one of the highest ones in volume. So, Tata. I'm gonna write here last line of demand support. Uh, Ideally, we would want something like taking this liquidity. I can delete this box, whatever. Um, because this was
850.
already used. Yes, but don't forget, futures numbers are not the same as your stocks, as your brokers.
It's 10-20 rupee different. It's fine.
Oh, okay. I thought it was bigger.
No. It's not too big.
Uh, Let me just draw
Yours
a box of this area, like
and
so. Okay, 702. I would not like to see it go further down than that. Right now, to take advantage of the movement, either the point of control of this consolidation, which is over here as a short, or this order block because it's on top of a gap. And these are 4-hour order blocks,
Can
4-hour
we really
levels.
the upside?
Yeah. This is very bearish, man. Those markets are bearish as hell.
Yeah, the bull run kind of ended at mid-July, I guess, and from there we are only living in hope of good days, but it doesn't seem that they are coming sooner.
Hmm. Yeah, indeed. Uh,
The most stressful thing I watched recently was the weekly chart of this.
the
I
weekly.
couldn't believe, like during 2016 to 2019,
Hmm.
it was not COVID, but can you see 2016 to 19? The sales of company, grew by 10% and the stock
Yes.
went down by 85%.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's very,
I
very
was
bearish.
like,
Yeah.
"Oh, man, the sales and profits are rising. The
Hmm.
stock went down 80%.
Yeah.
It started recovering a bit, then the COVID crash was the last push downward. And after COVID, we started recovery, obviously. But this actually traumatized me from investments. Can this thing really happen? Tata Motors 85% down in 3 years?
Well, why not? Why not?
Because it's the leader of automobile in India.
I get that, but at the same
It's
time, you
such a
have to
big
look at what's
company.
happening worldwide. Like, things are not looking good, bro.
Yes,
Anyway,
bro.
anyway, oh, sorry, I don't want to delete that. Okay. Anyway, this expansion's point of control is that last line of demand support that I have written down there. It's below the 2016 high. Uh,
And we will
I
go 10
wouldn't,
year back.
yeah, I wouldn't want price to go below that because if it goes below that, it can eventually target a lot of liquidity down here, which would be super bad. So this would ideally
450.
be the place where we stop. That's would,
And
yeah. We would
we have
ideally
been
you want to
watching.
stop dropping here.
I'm saying we have been watching dreams of reaching 2000 rupees in next 3 years.
Yeah, probably not.
Looks like our dreams will remain dream, huh?
You just have to look at the chart, man, and stop caring about what it means for the world, okay? Because what it means doesn't have anything to do with what the chart is telling you, okay? Stop caring so much about news, stop caring so much about, oh my god, the consequences of this and that dropping or whatever. Just stop caring about
Inequality.
that and you'll be better prepared. In this case, like, how many times have you seen price anywhere on anywhere in any asset? How many times have you seen price stop dropping at a wick, right? It almost never happens. Typically, wicks like this, if price is moving heavily into them, they will typically take them. Okay, so at least this low should be hit. 863.85. It's just statistically speaking, this is a very high chance. This has a very high chance of happening. So if this happens, you then have to ask yourself, where do we typically stop a trend? And you usually stop a trend when you get to supports or resistances, right? And so the on this expansion, the bigger support that you have is this. It's the higher volume area. It's the longer range before push-ups. And before that, you also have the high from 2016. One of these levels should hold. If it doesn't, we go to the next one, and so on and so forth. And you have to have a mathematical mind when looking at stuff like this. It doesn't really matter what it means to the world, okay? It matters what it means in technical aspects. Because it's going to be the technicals that rule whatever a chart does. It's just statistical probability. So let go of the emotions and all of that stuff, man. It doesn't like emotions don't come into play on this stuff, this kind of stuff. So if this we do not essentially we do not want to go below these levels. If it does, then these equal lows become a target, or at the very least, um, so we draw a volume profile from this candle until we break out of this high, which is around here. So if this fails, then this is support, next support. And that is it,
Huh?
man. Like, don't
This
complicate
one.
it. Don't put emotions into it. Don't put feelings into it. That is it. I'm gonna copy this to you. Delete the last one because this last one didn't have the volume profile. And I'm gonna put this new one. Okay. By the way, let me see if Maven answered me. Um, nope. Uh, account ID. I don't know my account ID. Where do I check my account ID? Okay, got it. Um, Look, my account ID is 555556. Jesus. I probably shouldn't say that on YouTube, by the way, but whatever. 5 5s, that should be a lucky number, right? I hope. Uh, okay. Hello.
Hmm. Oh, it's Delhi.
Let me just check if I can catch any trade before going to work. Um, Still probably going for those equal lows, I guess. Gold is
Oh, do you
creating
know what is
liquidity
Delhi?
here. What is what?
Delhi.
Delhi? You mean the city?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
It's the capital, and our ministers live in Delhi. The central government ministers.
Okay.
Whenever the market is falling and it suddenly stops falling, they say like this that
Yeah.
there must be a call from Delhi to the mutual funds.
What? What? I didn't get the last part.
There must be a call from Delhi just now to the mutual funds.
Oh.
Hey guys, what are you doing?
Man,
Stop the phone.
I would bet that this is just conspiracy thinking. But I would bet they know, they're ready, they're making money on shorts. It's all good for them.
Actually, before election, the number of seats which were shown to us were fake. It
Hmm.
was shown that the current government will get more than 350 seats, whereas the real number was below 300. So, on the 4 June, you see that big crash of 25% in every stock. because the lower circuit happened and below lower circuit there can't be any trading. So the fall had to stop there.
Mm-hmm.
And next day, there were two foolish ministers whom I hate a lot, literally. And then they declared that hey, we are not leaving the current party, we won't join the opponent at 10 a.m. next morning. So that became the bottom, and we went up completely.
Yeah.
All the shares, that's why there is this pattern due to election. And before election, you can see a really uptrend because it's really said that it was the ministers who told the DIIs, the domestic institutional investors, that
Mm-hmm.
hey, what is happening here? Just buy. The foreign institutions are selling and selling. They will fuck the market. We can't let it happen before election.
Oh man, that's not gonna go well.
Yeah, and then DII bought with 40,000 crores. Actually, all these data are public every day.
How much is that on on dollars? 50,000?
40,000 crore rupees.
How much is that on
40
dollars?
$1 million is 8 crore. So you can say it's 500 million.
Damn.
Yeah, it's the website where the official data comes every day. Like today, the foreign institutions sold with $2 billion,
Yeah.
and domestic institutions bought with $1.5 billion, and the remaining $500 million buying is done by retail people.
Okay. Maven has replied to me. Okay. Mm-mm. Man, this trade has been going for so long. It's like 2 days already. Let me just tag you, Lena. We're talking about it. I'm just gonna leave it. The entry is at support. Makes no sense to close it. Just gonna move the stop a bit higher, and that's it. Just to avoid spreads and stuff. This moves like a little bit more, and the challenge is done finally. Took a long time to get this challenge, Jesus. Um, I don't know if I should try to get another one though. I don't like this wick on gold. Yes. I should have, I didn't have a lot of time. I should have looked into Duna's video today because I haven't been monitoring price of Nasdaq's as well as him. So I feel kind of outdated in terms of the information I have. I would say it's logical for it to go down because these lows are super ugly. And we have the weekly view up below. A lot of naked stuff below actually. But oh man, is this an ugly 4-hour gap or what? But I think this was tested on other time frames exactly. I just kind of hate it when they create liquidity like this. Makes you wonder where they want to go. But I think I can imagine it just going further down. Would make sense. Is there something I can use? No, just wicks. More wicks. Liquidity grab over here. Currently using a breaker block, I guess. Was this news? News apparently didn't really affect NQ. Just it was this candle. If we start going down, yeah, the weekly view up is very well positioned for a TP, but these wicks, man, look so ugly. I'd be kind of scared to take a trade here. What's the range? I don't know. Maybe a short from here. I'm not too keen on taking this though. Which has already happened technically. Or using this order block in a last move up before starting to go down. But I don't know. This is not very clear. And all of these are wicks on 15-minute time frame. Doesn't really look like a very probable trade. It's kind of scary. Let me see Nasdaq if it's too much difference. Not really. Not really, no. Bitcoin took the equal lows I was talking about, but it doesn't have any power yet, at least not for now. Did it? Like it's just such a tiny wick. I would be betting on shorts, which might just be what I might do. Just don't like the current liquidity up there. But that was a nice, yeah, seems okay. So stop loss over there. And what the target would be. Target would be those equal lows, so 1 hour. Over there. Okay. It seems likely that we will go for these equal lows. I'll take a smaller position over here because I'm not on a good entry. But the way it reacted to these levels seems okay. That was a previous day VOF that I posted about. I'm just a little bit afraid that it comes to these highs again, because it's currently it's just a liquidity grab. So that's why I'm doing a smaller position. But I guess that's it. I'm gonna leave, guys. I'm gonna get back to work. If you
You
need
have a
help,
great day.
thank you,
Safe
sir.
travel, lots of money, like, and be a good boy, okay?
I am a good boy. What do you
Okay.
mean? I am a good boy. Yeah, but
I
seriously,
will,
trade
I
safe,
will
guys.
absolutely. When are you gonna be back? You said like maybe tonight?
Yeah, around 11, something like that.
Your time. So 11, that's like 7 hours, 8 hours plus. So around 6, 7 o'clock my time. Perfect.
Yeah, I'll probably be here. I'll come and
No,
say hi.
wait. You say 11 o'clock at night, PM, your time.
Yes.
Okay, that means 4 o'clock my time. I'm like,
Oh, you're
wow,
fast asleep
great.
then. Fast asleep.
Oh, what?
Very fast
Okay,
asleep.
have fun, my friend.
Yeah, tonight
Huh?
there is a concert at a very popular place here, so I'm gonna uh
Oh, to
try to
be
get
working
some.
there.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah.
try to be working near that area.
Okay.
So the concert ends at I think it's 10:30, so that's why I'm
Mm-hmm.
guessing around 11 or something like that to be back home.
Mm-hmm.
But if
Okay.
you're not here, then I'll guess I'll see you on London tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You mean New York?
New York, yes, because London you're
Yeah.
still sleeping too. Yeah,
Well, London is 12 o'clock for me. That's old man, no chance.
old man.
Yeah, me, I cannot stay up anymore. Man, 10 o'clock, it hits 10 o'clock, my eyes go.
You need to, that's just a bad battery. You need to replace your battery. You know.
I know, I should maybe call and get a replacement on my
Yeah,
heart, an extra 12 volt.
or more. Like just get
Oh,
juiced up.
no, I don't want to go nuts.
Oh man. See you later, brother.
See you later.
Bye bye, guys. See you later.
Bye bye.
Bye.